Can he get down like this?
Did you just say that? That's like defying gravity?
Come and get down like that. Can he? Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
You have to have it. That's what we signed up. Welcome to the Cozy Corner with Cosette. Sorry. My husband got mad at me for yelling too much, so he demanded that I take off one side of the headphone. So now, I guess that's what I'm doing. Alright, my husband picked more videos for me to react to, so we're reacting. Alright, so Dad's got a banana, and there's who I assume is his daughter. Alright, let's get started.
That people eat more bananas than monkeys?
No way.
Yeah. I mean, when's the last time you saw a person eat a monkey?
Did he just say that? Oh my gosh. Oh, good. You know what? His wife probably wasn't around. She would have glared at him. I would have glared at him. I would be like, no. Good thing the daughter found it funny. She doesn't know any better, but you wives out there, comment if you would have glared at him. She's cute.
Did you know that people eat more bananas?
Oh man, she's cute. He's probably a good dad. Oh man, sometimes with guys. Alright, on to the next video. Wait, that's cute!
Critter that wants to be friends with you is actually a Galagos.
It's cute! It's so cute. This is like boop 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 boop. Oh my gosh! Look at it! Oh, it's so cute.
It's a kind of lower price.
Oh, it's so cute. It's look at that. What? Look at its tail. All those tails like poking his eye, poor thing. But it's it's so cute.
Primate, because they're tiny and have unique looks.
Look at his whole hand. It's the size of the tail. Oh, so cute.
Plus, they're gentle and lively. So many people.
Why? How does it do that? It looks like it, you know, when the kids are on those bouncers in the doorway and like it's like they're defying. That's like defying gravity. That's what. How does it do that? It doesn't. How does it
Keep
do
them as
that?
pets. A Galagos is about the same size as a squirrel. Its face is like a cat's, and its ears are like a bat's. Its eyes are big and round, and its eyes can't move in the eye sockets. So, when it wants to look at something, its head will turn.
Oh. Can you imagine your sidekick is like, boop? Oh, I don't know if I could have one legally in the U.S.
Super cute. Galagos has thick and soft fur.
Don't do that. Why would you like... Be nice to your furry friend.
Its hind legs are long. Its butt muscles are
So cute.
super developed, and it's really bouncy. It can easily jump a distance of 4 meters and be by your side in an instant. Galagos has a long and thin tongue. It's an omnivore.
So cute. Do you know what I want to do? You know those videos where they like make the miniature meals? Or like this whole kitchen, they like take the tiny pot and you boil the water, cook like a whole meal, and like these teeny tiny things. You need to do that with one of these. Somebody do that, and then tag me.
It likes to eat grasshoppers and also eats fruits.
Someone has a miniature set up. Just said that. Oh, but it needs to be a kitchen and make it a full meal. That thing needs a full meal. It needs love. It needs love. But, I always get accused of, like, speaking too soon. And I did it again. I spoke too soon and, like, I read its mind. I don't know.
Seeds and flowers and stuff.
Sorry, okay. I just might be too much. I'm sorry. But the cat, why do you have a cat? It's like the size of a mouse. You'd be nice, cat.
It also has another name, bush baby. Actually, that's because it often makes a cry like a baby's at night.
No.
That's why it's called bush baby.
Oh, it's like, give me the. It's like there's a hole in the beginning. Ah, it's so cute. It's like doop doop. Oh, what you doing? Doop doop. Bloop. No, it's bloop. I don't know. I'll get better at that TikTok sound effect.
This little critter that was
It's so cute. Okay. That's the video. We'll go to the scripture after this. Oh, it's so cute. I'm sorry. I hope you were overwhelmed with cuteness this video, because I sure was. Alright, after all that cuteness, my husband picked me a scripture to react to. So let's react. Okay, it is 2 Nephi, chapter 2, verse 11. For it must needs be that there is an opposition in all things. If not so, my firstborn in the wilderness, righteousness could not be brought to pass, neither wickedness, neither holiness nor misery, neither good nor bad. Wherefore, all things must needs be a compound in one. Wherefore, if it should be one body, it must needs remain as dead, having no life, neither death, nor corruption, nor incorruption, happiness, nor misery, neither sense nor insensibility. Yeah, and there wouldn't be cute things if there wasn't ugly things. I'm sorry. Somebody had to say it. No, it makes sense. Needs to be opposition in all things. You literally wouldn't have a definition in the dictionary for anything if it wasn't different in some way. Like, you literally have to have contrast in order for anything to exist, right? So no righteousness nor wickedness. So without the wickedness, you can't have righteousness either, because otherwise it would just be ness. That makes sense. It'd be nothingness, because what do you have to compare it to? And that is why we're sent to earth, because in heaven it was just ness, because like we can learn things in concept, but nothing's affecting us, right? If like we're like invincible and nothing's like affecting us or whatever. So it's just a theory, a spiritual theory. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, I had to do it. But yeah, so like, yeah, we come down here and there's wickedness, and then we're like, oh yeah, it's bad. I don't like this. And then we see some goodness and we're like, yeah, that's pretty good. And so therefore you can learn to discern right and wrong. You can read the scriptures to give you some hints and help you figure it out. But yeah, like there has to be contrast in all things, because then like nothing exists. Like, how would you even know that there was light if there was no darkness? How would you know? Nobody's gonna know. How would they know? No, nobody would know, right? Because the only way you can perceive light is to see the shadow. Otherwise, you're just white, like it's just blinding and there's no contrast, right? Like you don't know what color this is. You don't know. Do you know what I mean? There has to be contrast. You know what I mean? So that's the whole point of mortality. That's why we're here, is to get contrast. And if you get contrast, if you go through hard things, because you doing all the right stuff does not mean that you don't go through hard things. You do. Like, I learned that the hard way. Because I thought, if I just, do everything right, then I won't go through hard things. And then I went through horrible, horrible times. Horrible. So now, because I went through the horrible times, I can appreciate cuteness. I can look at something and almost cry because it's so stinking cute. Because I know what it's like not to be cute. So you need the contrast. Like, you need the contrast in your own life to understand anything. So if you feel like you can't relate to people, it's probably because you haven't been through a heck of a lot. And it's probably because you're not taking any risks in your life or going out and doing stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't understand anything. That's why you've got to do stuff and you got to try to do things right. And you use the scriptures so you don't mess up really bad, but you got to try. If you don't try, then you're not going to know anything. You're just going to have these theories and you're not going to have any conviction in anything because you don't know it's true because you haven't gone through anything. And if you're going through only misery right now and you feel like that's all you're going to have in your life, it's not true. You just got to keep trying and going forward. And eventually you're going to have this little happy moment and you're going to appreciate the heck out of that moment. And you appreciate the little moments like that until you're out of your misery. Totally out of it. And then, even if you have little sad times, you're like, that's nothing. I went through childbirth. I have 3 kids. I went through childbirth. I went through poverty. Do you know what I mean? And then, when you're a little well off, you're like, I can handle this little thing that happened over here that is not a big deal. Whereas you think back when you're a teenager and you got so upset about that little thing because you thought it was a big deal when it's not. But you didn't know it wasn't a big deal because you haven't gone through a lot of life. There are teenagers who've gone through a lot of life though. But yeah. So if you feel like everything's miserable, you're only getting half the picture. You haven't lived your life all the way yet. So what you got to do is you got to take some risks. You got to go do charity, give to people, smile at people. Start with little things. And then those little things are going to turn into bigger things. And you're basically going to build up your karma in a good way so that you put out good things to have them come back to you. But it'll take a few years for that to build up. But once it builds up, and once you're doing Christ-like things consistently, if you're stuck somewhere, do those tiny little things. Have as much gratitude as you possibly can have for the little happy moments that you get. And then when you do that, you're going to build up your gratitude and then they're going to get bigger. And you're still going to have down times, for sure. But then you're going to become a super Christ-like person because you're going to know what the down was like. And then you're going to know what the positive was like. And you're going to be grateful as heck for that. Do you know what I mean? But it's the contrast. God's not punishing you if you've done everything right and you're going through really bad things. It's not a punishment. It's teaching you. It's contrast. You have to have it. That's what we signed up for to come down to earth. You have to have it. Even if you're the most righteous person, which the most righteous person was treated horribly, who is Jesus, and because he saw the two absolute extremes, he can understand everything in the middle. So if you are going through something that's not even as bad as Job or Jesus and what they went through, then your highs, you're going to understand everything in between. If you only know the highs, you're going to know this much. If you know the lows and the highs, you're going to know this much. Your vision is going to be bigger. Do you know what I mean? You're going to have more wisdom. So whatever crap you're stuck in, just know it is contrast. That is how everything exists. You will become wiser once you know how to discern that. And I just told you how you can build up out of that horrible time. And you can control a lot of it. Not all of it. You might be going through years of hard times, but you can appreciate the little stuff. It's contrast. It's good for you. It's one of the purposes of life. It's contrast. That's how you know if something is cute. So smile and love cute things. That's my message. Have a great day.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.